sat around your neck. Oh, that thing.
Aw, Pete, you're wearing it.
Of course I'm wearing it.
Adam, I made this for Pete from those shells we found after prom.
Nice, really nice shell necklace. Hey, what?
Hey, pass me the fries.
Oh, it's a Morrissey night, isn't it?
Every night is a Morrissey night.
What's on them?
Fries?
Wait, she drove right over the divider?
Cheese and gravy.
In her mom's
Hey,
minivan.
can I have a sip of your... Oh, what is that?
Water.
Was she?
The question answers itself.
Wait, so she was driving your mom's minivan.
Who are we talking about?
Julie.
Adam was just telling us that
Julie then got into her mom's minivan.
and then drove said minivan.
Right over the divider on Route 70.
Yikes.
How do you guys even know this?
You told me.
For the record, I hear Julie is a skank of epic proportion.
No.
I was happy in the haze of a
Miss Smith.
We listened to Strange Ways 3 times yesterday.
Excuse me? That song is not on Strange Ways.
Can I just say you look really nice tonight, Haley?
Matt, why do you listen to such dumb music?
Thrift store find. And Pete, don't rag on Matt's music. You like it too.
I hurt the Smiths,
We should do something.
such as...
I'm just suggesting that we do something.
It's not a suggestion, Pete, until you suggest a plan of action. Then it's a suggestion.
Tara does have a point.
Okay, Haley, first of all, Julie's not a skank. And second off,
Wait. We're talking about Julie again.
Wait, what's Julie doing next year?
College in the South, I think.
Nah, she's staying in Medford.
She is? Why?
Drop it.
Why is Julie staying in Medford? Did something happen between you and Julie? Okay, so Julie is not to be discussed. Add Julie to the ever-growing list of things not to be discussed with Adam. Adam's dad, I assume, is also not to be discussed.
Tara!
Okay, subject drop.
Hey, Tara. So did you hear anything on school? I know it's a little late for them to let you know, but...
Still on the wait list. My mom doesn't want me to go, even if it does work out, which it won't.
Look, Trin State's gonna be great, Tara.
What's the big deal about that other school anyway?
Adam, it's Stanford.
We're gonna be roomies in the fall. It's gonna be so much fun.
Hey, guys.
Yeah?
We graduated.
This is true.
No, I mean, as of yesterday, we are high school graduates.
Class of 92.
I didn't even go.
There are 900 people in your class.
Yeah, well, that's public school for you.
We expected less.
Your mom mad about you not going?
These days, she doesn't even know I'm alive.
It's not like our graduation was anything special.
Oh, definitely not.
My mom is still mad they didn't list my college scholarship in the program.
It's weird to think we all won't be here in a few months.
None of us are going far.
Oh, yeah, I know. I just feel kind of... I don't know. What's gonna happen to all of us?
Let's get drinks somewhere.
Ooh, I mean, I'll buy.
Let me try.
Terry, you look 15.
I do not.
I'll buy.
No, it's my turn. Haley and I'll go buy.
Ooh, where should we go?
That house out past Creek Road.
They say it's haunted.
Not haunted.
It's sort of cool.
Wait, you've been there?
Maybe it's the Jersey Devil.
Yeah, I went once.
Or some inbred piney.
Inbred and piney go hand in
Or
hand.
maybe it's aliens. You guys are ridiculous.
Okay, but it's kind of weird.
Wait, when did you go there?
Ages ago, me and a few Girl Scouts snuck out during a mother-daughter camping trip.
Can't you and Haley just make out in a car?
Hey, for the record, I've never been there.
Don't get weird, Matt.
Guys, listen. We're gonna go to the place where we always go. The park by Cranberry Pines.
Perfect.
Matt, are you pouting? Don't pout.
I'm not pouting.
I got Grandma's Volvo.
Ugh, your grandmom's Volvo smells like old person.
No, we'll take the accord and get the drinks.
Matt, I'll come with you guys.
Sure. If you want.
Hey, Matt. You and me, we should make a pit stop before we head over there.
Oh, Christ, take a hint, Pete.
What did I say?
C-A-T, couple alone time.
Pete, you go with me and Tara. Matt and Haley, you guys get the drinks. Plan?
Plan.
When you were first born, not an hour old, I told Marmee.
Beth is mine.
Everyone has someone special in the world, and I have you. My sweet Beth. Give me a task to do.
Let's pretend we're riding on a kite. shore. Some things are meant to be. Clouds moving fast and free. The sun on a silver sea. A sky that's bright and blue. And some things will never end. The thrill of our magic ride. Love that we feel inside for you. We'll climb high beyond the break of day. Sleep on stardust and diamond bits new. You and I will find the Milky Way. We'll be mad and explore. We'll recline aloft upon the breeze. Dart about, sail on with ease. Pass the days doing only as we please. That's some things are meant to be. The tide turning endlessly. The way it takes hold of me. No matter what I do, some things will never die. The promise of who you are. Memories remind far from you. All my life I've lived for loving you. Let me go now.
Did you click play?
Yeah,
You have to hit record and play.
okay.
Are you ready? I'm Ellie Cook.
And I'm Chris Cook.
And the name of our band is? Do you want to say it?
The name of our band is Captain Cook and Peter Pan.
And this is our latest hit single.
Tonight, you belong to me.
I know you belong to somebody new, but tonight you belong to me.
Once upon a time, last year in September, a woman named Ellie lived in this town, on this street, in this house, with her husband Arthur and her daughter, Christine. When Ellie sang, you could feel the sound in your bones, and when she laughed, she wrapped you in golden glow. But one night, Ellie got really sick. So sick that Arthur had to drive her straight to the hospital. And when she got to the hospital, the doctors took x-rays. And when they saw those x-rays, the doctors called Arthur into their office to talk. Then Ellie got so sick, the doctor said she better go home and rest. And then Carol came to take care of her. And then Carol, Ellie, Carol, did she? I need a sign, Ellie, please. Please. Who's there? Mom?
Hugo,
Jesus, Hugo, you just walk into someone's house?
my mother sent me. She has the fire alarm.
It had a little trash fire, nothing to write home about.
What's that?
Crickets for my science fair project.
And they're in the pot.
You sure are nosy.
Can I see?
Don't think so, Hugo.
I love all the animals.
Stone never the sort of dork who would tell on me to my dad if I showed you.
I'm not that sort of dork.
You sure?
Yeah?
Then you're gonna have to come close, Hugo. You can only open it a crack.
What is that?
Well, Hugo, it's a pot full of beast creatures with feathers and teeth.
They're revolting and adorable. Where'd you find them?
Well, Hugo, my father hit something with his car last night, and then I stabbed it, and they buried it, but now it's come back. And it must have been carrying eggs when it died, because I'm just now noticing there are many more of them.
I'm sorry about your mother.
Me too, Hugo.
What caused your death?
Carol, my dad's fiance.
Chris, hon.
Take this out back. Hide it somewhere.
Where?
Just hide it somewhere. You go and put a rock in a lid so they can't escape. Go.
Who was that just now?
My friend?
You have a friend?
Yes.
What's your friend's name?
Pam.
Why did Pam run away just now?
She had to get home in time for supper.
How was school? Why does it smell like smoke in here? Wait, were you smoking cigarettes? Were you and your friend Pam smoking cigarettes and that's why she shot at her like that? Cigarettes? Well, you could have just said so. I didn't know you were into that sort of thing. Your dad will be home for half an hour. You want to have a cigarette with me? You have to inhale. Not in your lungs so much. You know, if you ever like to talk about your mother, about Ellie, I'm here for you. I know it can be a real puzzling and a real hard time for you. You meet so many different people doing what I do, Chris. But your mother was special. She and I got real close those last few days. It's an intimate type thing. Going into someone's home to watch over their passing, doing everything in your power to make them feel comfortable.
Comfortable how, Carol?
Those treatments, well, you know as well as I do, those treatments are as worse as the cancer itself. But your mother fought hard and she didn't want to give up because she had you.
So then why did she die?
Well,
If she was so strong and she was such a fighter, how come she
it's
died?
very hard, I know.
I know that you know, Carol.
What's that, Chris?
You are a filthy liar, and I see right through you.
Well, if that's how you really feel about it, then all right. Chris, hon!
What just happened to your eyes, Carol?
My eyes?
Your eyes went black, Carol.
What are you saying, Chris?
The two black holes. I've never seen anything so horrible in my entire life.
Sounds like somebody needs a nap, Chris. Why don't you go over lie down, Chris? Rest up before supper.
Christine! Carol told me about your accident. She said you burned your arm while helping her make supper. Well, it was very nice of you to offer to help out. I'm glad you two have been able to make up and be friends. There's actually something that we wanted to tell you. It's actually a bit of good news. Carol and I got to talking and, well, you've got to be a real fool to say no to love. Right, Carol?
I wouldn't really say that I sell organs for a living. I connect people, see? A man in Iran needs money real bad, but he doesn't need his own kidney. A woman in Sydney needs a new kidney, but she doesn't need her own cash. I put these two together. You're a sick person. Do you want to deal with red tape? Do you want to be put on hold? Do you want to sit on the phone for 7 years listening to bad music while your organs dry out? Is that love? No. Is that compassion? No. I make people feel good about their new organs.
Suddenly, I feel my heart compressing like a terrible burn in my chest, and I think, this is it. I am finally getting punished. Someone is going to sell my heart to someone in Russia. Then I think, use your phone. Call your wife. Tell her to give you a decent burial. Organs intact. But the wife's not supposed to know that you sell organs for a living. So just call the wife and say goodbye. But no, the wife doesn't love you enough to have the right tone of voice on your deathbed. The kind of voice you'd like to hear. Indescribably tender. So call your mistress. No. Or your mother. No, mother would say, what a way to die, Gordon, in a cafe? No, not mother. Dwight? A man doesn't call his brother on his deathbed. No, he wants to hear a woman's voice, but the heart keeps heaving itself up into my chest and out of my mouth. And then I die.
I'm genuinely excited to play the new Assassin's Creed game you brought over, Barney. Not because of the violence, which gives me a pause, but because I feel like we can learn the Spanish-American War wheels we play.
Wow, Fred, you're the only person I know who can consider the educational value of a video game. I really respect your commitment to learning outside of school, as does everyone.
Yes, I guess they do. Speaking of education, I feel like we should do our biology homework first, so that way playing video games will be a reward for our hard work.
You're a prince among men, Fred. Totally agree.
Ooh, I do, helpless.
It's your sister nowhere in the room. She's singing totally off key. And that her off-key singing is interrupting our studying time?
Sadly, she does not. My sister suffers from a number of narcissist diseases that render her unaware of her surroundings. It's tragic, really. I'll politely inform her that we are trying to study for our biology test. Sister.
What do you want?
It's just that Barney and I are trying to study.
The spring musical auditions are end of month, Fred. You dumb, fat, head sack of fat. And if I don't get to study, I will get to be Eliza. And I must be Eliza. I am so talented.
Yes, but perhaps you could sing more quieter.
Leave me alone.
Well, looks like we'll just have to study for our biology test whilst my sister sings.
It's okay, Fred. Said she has a tragic condition. Having no talent is not allowed to matter.
It's not, Barney. It's really not.
All right, it's my best friend Ava. Don't even think about trying to talk to her. Only I can talk to her because I'm so controlling.
That's all right, because Barney and I are trying to study.
Just don't talk to her, okay? Ava, my stupid brother and his stupid friend are here. So let's head off to my room, Fred, so that we don't accidentally inherit their dumbness. Okay, if that's what you want. All I have to say, I wouldn't mind talking to your brother. More for your controlling personality. If you want to get to know him better, over coffee, or over a movie, or a number of dating scenarios. Ava, you all know you're so attracted to my brother ever since he stole that Pilates DVD from my mom and got an amazing shape. But I will never allow you to date him and share your true feelings with him. Ever! But my feelings are so strong. I don't care. I'm cool and controlling. Now let's head off to my room and Marlon, you're slobbering all over my clothes. And my clothes are the only thing I care about. Get off of me.
Oh, Kelly, Marlon doesn't mean anything by his slobbering. He's just trying to show you his affection.
Marlon, I said stop barking.
Oh, Kelly, stop yelling at Marlon. He's just trying to show you his love.
No, he's not. He's just being annoying. Marlon, I said stop slobbering. Go.
No! Marlon, not our father's precious vase!
I always wanted something more. Is this what I was searching for? People chase me down the street. I'm just a man. Not sure if it's intentional, but they make me two-dimensional. Still, I thought I'd be complete once I found fame. My face is in the news, autographs, interviews. I know what you're about to say. She's the girl who has everything. She's got the world upon a string. She's so lucky, she should not complain. If I'm so lucky, can someone explain? Why does the girl who has everything still have a heart that's questioning? There must be something more to this life now, I'm sure. And if dreams still come true, then I only have one wish. That the end of all of this, there's you. All the stories have a twist
that makes a love like ours exist.
From the start, I think we've been the perfect team. Your tune's inspirational,
and your words are sensational.
Then perhaps we finally found the lover's theme.
I dreamt of melodies, but with the words I please, all it takes two of us to sing.
Just when you think you have everything, the truth becomes the wrong making gold out of all that you touch.
Without love, it won't add up too much.
Just when you think you have everything, but still your heart is questioning, there must be something more
to this life now I'm sure.
And if dreams still come true, then I only have one wish. At the end of all of this, there's you.
You just take off like that?
What? I was getting claustrophobic.
I had every security guard in the outlet searching for you.
I told you if you lost me, I'd be back at the motel.
I didn't lose you, Lola. You left.
I needed air.
You should have said, Angie, I need air. Angie, I'm going back to the motel. I was worried.
I'm sorry to make you worried.
What's with you today, Lola? You've been acting aloof.
I'm fine.
You're fine?
I'm fine. I said I'm fine.
Okay, fine.
Fine. I saw Joey last night.
What?
I saw Joey last night. In here, he came to me.
Why didn't you say something?
I saw him right here at the foot of my bed, clear as day. I cried, Angie.
You were scared.
But after a while, I just listened. He talked about the trip to Miami.
When he bought that boat, the Lola. This could be a sign. I mean, the way he died, so young. We have to tell Jennifer.
What?
We have to warn her.
Are you nuts?
This is your duty to warn her, Auntie Lola.
What does any of this have to do with their matrimony? Joey never even mentioned the matrimony.
This has everything to do with the matrimony. The timing, right before the wedding, we're warning her.
Okay, so now Aunt Lola and Cousin Angie are in the lobby saying Joey's back from the grave with a warning about their matrimony. No, absolutely not. No. We're lucky we even got invites to this.
You ignore these encounters at your own risk.
It was a dream, probably. An apparition.
I know who we can call about this.
We're not calling anyone. Put the phone away. We're going downstairs and forgetting the whole thing.
I know someone who can help. Father Sherman. He's a faith healer, like from old times. We went to him last year about my gingivitis.
And
every doctor, dentist we went to said, it's degenerative. You're out of luck. Meanwhile, Father Sherman comes over with a vial of holy water from the Dead Sea. Says I should rinse with it after I brush, 2 drops in the bath, twice a week, and done.
They do look better.
It was a miracle, Lola. I'm completely healed. Anyway, let's call him.
I appreciate it, honestly. I just think it's best if we wait until after the wedding.
After the wedding? She could already be married by after the wedding.
Well, one would hope so.
Your deceased husband shows up at the foot of your bed talking to you about Miami. It's a warning. Remember Rita Sarantino with the alopecia?
Okay, sure.
Rita Sarantino gets engaged to Michael Cardi. They go to Pismo for a vacation. The entire time, Rita sees extraterrestrial life forms outside her window.
Like aliens?
Like little balls of light. Anyway, she calls Father Sherman. He chants incantations over the phone. Turns out it was the spirit of her stepson, Esteban.
Of course it was.
Esteban moves to Providence. He perishes in a laundromat fire. 10 years later, he comes to Rita in the form of an orb, warning her not to marry Michael Carty.
Well, what did she do?
What do you think she did? She called it off.
She called it off?
What choice did she have? She called it off because she knew. Father Sherman knew.
How did Father Sherman know it was really Esteban, though?
He knew, okay? There are men out there with gifts, Lola.
Men with gifts?
Men with gifts. Gifted men. And Joey coming back right now, right before the pending nuptials we've been skeptical of since day one.
That's true.
This is your responsibility to warn her, Lola.
I don't think Joey's trying to warn me.
I should call Father Sherman, just to be sure.
Angie.
What could it hurt?
It could hurt. Reopening familial wounds could hurt.
But what if these are open, unhealed wounds?
What are you saying?
The way Jennifer's side of the family treated you after Uncle Joey's passing. Everyone whispering like it was...
Like it was what?
Nothing.
As if it was what, Angie?
As if it was a hit, okay? As if it wasn't an armed robbery.
It wasn't a hit.
I'm not saying that it was, just that with Uncle Joey's business dealings, people thought it was a hit.
It was armed robbery. End of discussion.
Okay. I just hope this isn't some sort of omen.
It's not an omen.
I just want everyone to be safe.
Everyone will be safe. If everyone's careful.
Look, you can't stop me. I've made up my mind. I've thought about this for a long time now. What else do I have to do? This is my decision, and you will have to respect it. I'm going to cut my hair. I'm going to do it, and whatever happens, happens. I'll live with it, because I can't live with this. This is driving me mental. Look at it. Look, you know I'm right. I understand that some may feel that hairdressers are not an essential service, but I am here to tell you that they are wrong. It is essential that someone deal with this. And now we're getting back to the essential, non-essential argument, which no one is going to solve, so it's up to me. I'm the one. I must raise a pair of scissors and live with the consequences. I understand that some may feel that this decision is not important. There are larger issues the world is dealing with. But good hair has a place in this world. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Don't try to stop me. Here I go! Wish me luck?
What are you doing here?
Greta, what was that?
What?
That! It's freezing outside and you were there just... I can't believe it. What has happened to you? What on earth has happened to you?
I don't know what you mean.
4 months in this place, it's changed you so much.
Don't be silly. I haven't changed.
You have changed, Greta, for the worse. They're people. People.
They're agitators, gypsies, Jews, communists.
And they're human beings.
If you say so.
If I say so, you don't think they're human?
No, I don't.
Why not?
Because it's easier that way.
Oh, seeing them as less than human helped you cope?
It was more than that. It's not just that you see them as less. It's that they become less. We didn't use names. They were prisoners. Numbers.
Always? You never knew the names of any?
They were the enemy. You know that. Names made them human. They weren't human to us. We made sure of it. Does the butcher consider the lamb? It was a machine. People went in, we tore off their faces, and they became things.
Things.
I wanted to do more than watch over that rabble. I heard that they were doing important medical research in the camp to help the soldiers.
You wanted to help with the research?
Yes, but in the end, it was just part of the machine.
At least the research might help someone?
Yes, I've heard they're doing amazing things.
But those stories, those poor people, taken away from their families like that. What would you do if they took me away from you like that?
Why are you so quick to defend them, Liz? They're enemies to the Reich.
In what way?
They're dangerous.
Handing out handbills is dangerous?
They're traitors to Germany.
Is just saying they disagree with Hitler's plans bad enough to be put into a prison camp? Even I disagree with what Hitler's doing with the war.
So you say continually. You know, you should be careful who hears you.
I'm not afraid. I'm more afraid of what happens in that camp. Oh, surely we could find a better job somewhere else.
They're just rumors, Liz.
No. Promise me something.
What?
Promise me you won't let them have you. Wait, what? No, Greta!
You made your bed, now lie in it.
No, Greta, please, Greta!
There, now the story's ended.
You gave them your sister. You're
a monster? I've done what I've done. It cannot be undone. The road I've traveled goes only in one direction.
And your sister?
Did I change my mind? Did I save her? No, I did not.
What happened to her?
She was put in solitary confinement. In 3 weeks, the Russians liberated the camp. I was captured, tried, sentenced to hang.
Liz?
I never saw her again. When we knew the Russians were coming, the gassings of prisoners increased tenfold. Solitary contained the worst of the prisoners. They were gassed first.
You sent your own sister to her death.
I told you, I gave everything to the Reich.
Your own sister.
And I do it again. There is no room for the weak.
Hitler once said that there was no truth, only victory. Tell me, is there a victory for you, even in her death?
Yes.
We're on our way to England. We're taking Hamlet there.
What for?
What's for? Where have you been?
When? We won't know what to do when we get there.
We take him to the king.
Will he be there?
No, the king of England.
He's expecting us.
No.
He won't know what we're playing at. What are we going to say?
We have a letter. Everything is explained in the letter.
Is that it then?
What?
We take Hamlet to the English king, we hand over the letter, what's that?
Then that's it. We're finished.
At a loose end?
Yes.
Are there likely to be loose ends? What do you think it says?
Oh, greetings, expressions of loyalty, asking of favors, calling in of debts, diplomacy, regards to the family.
And about Hamlet?
Oh, yes.
And us, the full background.
I should say so.
So we've got a letter that explains everything.
You've got it. What's the matter?
The letter.
Have you got it?
Where could I have put it?
You can't have lost it.
I must have.
That's odd. I thought he gave it to me.
Perhaps he did.
But you seem so sure it was you who hadn't got it.
It was me who hadn't got it.
But if the king gave it to me, there's a reason why you should have had it in the first place. In which case, I don't see what all the fuss is about you not having it.
I admit it's confusing.
This is all getting rather undisciplined. The boat, the night, the sense of isolation and uncertainty. All this induces a loosening of the concentration. We must not lose control. Tighten up. Now, whether you have lost the letter, or you didn't have it to lose in the first place, in which case the king never gave it to you, in which case he gave it to me, in which case I would have put it in my inside top pocket, in which case it will be here. We mustn't drop off like that again.
Now that we have found it, why were we looking for it?
We thought it was lost.
Something else?
No.
Now we've lost the tension.
What tension?
What was the last thing I said before we wandered off?
When was that?
I can't remember.
What a shambles. We're just not getting anywhere.
Not even England. I don't believe in it anyway.
What?
England. I mean, I don't believe it. I have no image. I try to picture us arriving a little harbor, perhaps, inhabitants to point the way, horses on the road, riding for a day or a fortnight, and then a palace and the English king. That would be the logical kind of thing, but my mind remains a blank. No, we're slipping off the map.
Yes, but you don't believe anything till it happens. And it has all happened. Hasn't it?
We might as well be dead. Do you think death could possibly be a boat?
No, death is not. Death isn't. You catch my meaning. Death is the ultimate negative, not being. You can't not be on a boat.
I've frequently not been on boats.
No. What you've been is not on boats.
I wish I was dead. I could jump over the side. That'll put a spoke in their wheel.
Unless they're counting on it.
I shall remain on board. That'll put a spoke in their wheel. But a line must be drawn somewhere, and I would like to put it on record that I have no confidence in England. Thank you. And even if it were true, it would just be another shambles.
I don't see why.
He won't know what we're talking about. What are we going to say?
We say, Your Majesty, we have arrived.
And who are you?
We are Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Never heard of you.
Well, we're nobody special.
What's your game?
We've come from Denmark.
What do you want?
We have our instructions.
First I've heard of it.
Let me finish. We've come from Denmark.
What do you want?
Nothing. We're delivering Hamlet.
Who's he?
You've heard of him.
Oh, I've heard of him, all right, and I want nothing to do with it.
But we have our letter.
I see. This seems to support your story such as it is. It is an exact command from the King of Denmark for several different reasons, importing Denmark's health and England's too, that on the reading of this letter, I should have Hamlet's head cut off. The sun's going down. It will be dark soon.
Do you think so?
I was just making conversation. We're his friends.
How do you know?
From our young days brought up with him.
But you only have their word for it.
But that's what we depend on.
Yes, and then again, no. Let's keep things in proportion. Assume, if you like, that they're going to kill him. He's a man, he's mortal, and death comes to us all. So consequently, he would have died anyway. Sooner or later. Or, look at it from a social point of view. He is one man among many, the loss of which would be well within reason and convenience. Or, to look at it another way, you're little men. We don't know the ins and outs of the matter. There are wheels within wheels, and it would be presumptuous of us to interfere with the designs of fate, or even of kings. Well, I think it would be well advised to leave well alone.
But what's the point?
Don't play logic.
He's done nothing to us.
Or justice.
It's awful.
But it could have been worse. I was beginning to think it was.
What kind of happiness do you foresee for me? Paint me the picture of your happy Antigone. What are the unimportant little sins that I shall have to commit before I'm allowed to sink my teeth into life and tear happiness from it? Tell me. To whom shall I have to lie? Upon whom shall I have to fawn? Whom must I sell myself? Whom do you want me to leave dying in the streets while I turn away my eyes? I do understand. Now it is you who don't understand. I'm too far away from you now, speaking to you from a kingdom you can't get into, with your quick tongue and your politics and your hollow heart. I laugh at your smugness, Creon, thinking you could prove me wrong by telling me vile stories about my brothers, or alter my purpose with your impotent platitudes about happiness. I spit on your happiness. I spit on your idea of life. You, with your promise of humdrum happiness, provided a person doesn't ask too much of life. I want everything of life, and I want it now. I will not be moderate. I will not be satisfied with the bit of cake you offer me if I promise to be a good little girl. If life must be a thing of fear, lying, and compromise, if life cannot be free and incorruptible, then, Creon, I choose death.
Jove! Such meaty orbs, such viscous gravy, even mashed potatoes. Heaven save me. My friend, have you ever eaten such fine, real Swedish cuisine for $5.99?
And don't forget the lingonberry sauce.
How could I? Quite frankly, I'm at a loss to find the words for this alien fruit. Yet, whether red or mauve, its stem hirsute, this mystic berry can't fail to impress.
The IKEA experience.
Pensez! 100 thanks I owe you, mon ami. An arm and a leg a mover's cost would be.
No worries, friend. I have the store down packed. You'll need much help in furnishing your flat. For now, let's chat about your new bedroom. You want some new pieces, I have to assume? A piece that suggests the bachelor's life. With no sign of child, no sign of wife. Oh, the perfect choice would be the Henley set.
Now, friend, we've been over this before, and the preset sets are nice, but...
You bore. Just follow the gray concrete path today and see the genius of IKEA's way. The Henley set comes completely complete. And this functional wonder is no small feat. A full-size box spring, 2 pillows, 2 throws. The spread white with black, little squiggly bows. The dresser drawers are strong. And built quite wide, they open and close with a healthy glide.
Henley's knows his craft. No argument here, but he's not a designer without peer. I've always envisioned my vanity hutch with the mirror from Momstad. And the touch...
That room wouldn't work aesthetically. Textures mixed uncopacetically. You've misread the designer's vision, which influences every decision.
My friend, you've always been so circumspect.
I know you disagree with me, but hear me out. A classy place bestows on you much clout. They give you this structure for a reason. Your insults are nothing short of treason. You can't just mix and match IKEA sets. Dorm plus Malms equals one odd kitchenette. It's just, your idea would never flow. IKEA fixed that problem long ago.
I've listened to you on your insistence, but you don't comprehend my resistance. I myself am able to pick and choose and not be constrained by their narrow views. I will take my black to table because I'm free-thinking and am able, and put it in my Henley's themed room, though it might give IKEA cost a few. I declare right now, for all to hear throughout this winding maze, and I'll be clear, I'll buy a dresser, counter, and drawer, but I will not be an IKEA whole.
Your point of view has soured my good mood. Your comments were so loud and awfully crude, I understand. You weren't very subtle. Allow me to offer a rebuttal. This company believes in what it sells. It cares for all of its messieurs and mademoiselles. You think you're classy. Your poverty's clear. You want champagne, but you can barely buy beer. Your thinking's off. You're clearly not awake to shun furniture stores who sell you cake.
My stance is firm. I will not compromise. And neither will you, is what I surmise. Call off this fight. We'll say it was a draw. You can't understand this je ne sais quoi. I will not play into their master plan, big business stuff. I'm really not a fan. Hurry up and put your rude shenanigans, or I'll even find Raymore and Flanagan's.
I can't believe you would bring up R&F. Hearing those names makes me want to go deaf. This the je ne sais quoi stuff is quite some act. You clearly are just a je ne sais quack.
It's just like you to say something like that. You're such a busybody and a brat.
I will exact revenge, you no good wench.
And what will you use? A tiny Allen wrench?
Now that's it. That's the final straw.
If you could just see this place through my eyes, you'd see that there's so much to despise.
And if you had any visual sense, you'd understand why you sound so big.
Excuse me, please. Sorry, don't mean to interrupt, but I hear complaints are starting to erupt. So finish up your food and clear your trays. You want to serve more than 2 guys today.
My good sir, we're just finishing up a chat.
I think I can lend a hand with that. I overheard what you both had to say and would like a chance to weigh in, if I may. You scolded him for not buying a set. Questionable reason for you to fret. And you criticized his favorite shop. Went on and on and on, wouldn't stop. But you don't seem to realize that secretly, both of you are allies. IKEA's trick is ecumenical. Everything here is quite identical. All this goes with that, and all that with this. Those who think different are sadly remiss. So, there you have it. Both of you are wrong. Now suck it up and eat and move along. The softer tone you'll take, I'm adamant, or we'll have to call in management.
Who knew Michelle was good at mediation?
Everyone's staring. Let's go. Let's hasten.
Chris, listen to me. What happened to the little boy that was here before? Is that his blood on the floor? You did something to him. I think you did. You're in way over your head. I can see that. You've gone through very bad trauma, Chris. It's not my opinion, it's a medical fact. And trauma can make people act in ways that are unhinged, but nobody is blaming you. It's perfectly understandable. You have to let me go so I can get you some help and help for Arthur if he needs it. Your mother loved you very much, Chris. Even in the midst of this tragedy, you're lucky because you've been loved. That's something not everyone gets. Don't dishonor her memory by hurting me. I never even knew my parents.
Then where'd you get the pot?
What?
Then where'd you get your mother's pot from?
I was adopted.
Liar!
Let's not mince words at the moment, Chris, because right now I am out of my head. I've ingested a whole lot of Raid, which could kill me. The oven is slowly filling the room with gas, which could also kill me. My head is bleeding, and for all I know, Arthur is dead. I'm currently pregnant, and you duct taped me to this chair and possibly killed the little boy too. Please, please, let me go. You're not alone.
I am, Carol. And it's your fault. And that's why you have to die!
You think Ellie would have wanted this? You know something that your mother told me? She told me about New Year's Eve and how you had a terrible fever and you were delirious and kept asking her to sing Octopus's Garden over and over again, and how it got stuck in Arthur's head for months.
Stop talking, Carol!
She told me about the adventures you two used to go on, and how when you were 11, she took you to Cincinnati to see a Grateful Dead concert, even though your dad said you were too little. I could take you to see the Grateful Dead.
She told you that?
She sure did, Chris. She told me about how she named you Chris after her best friend in elementary school, and how your favorite color is blue, and how you used to stay up all night watching old episodes of The Twilight Zone, and how she wished she could have seen the Grand Canyon. I'll be Peter Pan if you'll be Captain Hook. What are you doing, Chris? The gas!
That's my mom's necklace.
What?
The necklace you're wearing. It was Ellie's. In this whole wide world, there was only one necklace like that because it was special. Because it belonged to her. Why do you have this?
Maybe she wanted me to have it, Chris.
Did you kill her?
No, honey, I didn't.
Oh, no. If I let you go, will they electrocute me for laying the animals to Arthur and Hugo? They'll electrocute me, won't they?
No, I'll protect you. Where are their bodies?
Hugo's bones are buried out back next to the grill, but the animals got all the rest.
You know what? That's okay. There's a silver lining here. That's enough evidence for the police to think that the animals did it.
Really?
Yeah, and they told me all about this in nursing school. They can just take one swab and they'll see from the bacteria that the animals did it. They'll know it wasn't you.
They can tell from a swab?
They sure can. It's going to be okay. Just let me go.
My mom had such a beautiful voice. This one time when I was 7, I asked her why I didn't have any brothers or sisters, and she told me it was because she couldn't love anyone else as much as she loved me! I remember my mom used to make fun of my dad for liking country music. Oh, but this one time, I found them out in the back, dancing to a Johnny Cash song. She smelled like my mom. And I'll never smell that smell again as long as I live!
Hon, help me help you. Untape me from the chair, sweetheart.
You'll hurt me.
No, I won't. I promise.
Oh, I'm gonna be in so much trouble.
I'll protect you. Just let me go. You're not alone. I've got you and you've got me. Tomorrow this will all be just like a bad dream. I'm not mad. It'll all be okay.
We've solved the murder!
It's all
wrapped up.
Don't try to thank us.
But you are suspects yourselves.
Not anymore. We figured it out.
What's your guess?
Isn't a guess at all. Look, let's start with a proposition. Whoever murdered Daria is behind the whole thing, all right? Both the murder and the attempted murder.
Working backwards, that includes you, Daria, Nogs, and Hugo.
So who are the suspects? The people in this house, right? But process of elimination, we eliminate Martha first. Fair. Well,
Can you really see her killing Hugo?
we're hiring someone to shoot at her son
Then killing Nogs?
with a razor blade.
All right, I give.
And what about you? Did you do it?
Oh, please.
And you?
Don't be ridiculous.
Well, now we're down to 4 suspects. Let's start with us. Did you do it, darling?
No, my love, and you?
Not a chance. Well, now we're down to Aggie and Simon. And Simon lied. When? He and Daria met at Killington. They both said so, but she said they met there before Hugo died.
And he said he arrived there after the killing in response to Aggie's call for help.
But why should Simon lie about when he arrived at Killington?
So he could murder Hugo to get away with it.
Bingo!
Why on earth would he murder Hugo?
The money. Don't you see it? Think about it. Simon arrives at Killington on, let's say, Saturday and plans out the murder. Then he pretends to arrive on Tuesday so that he can play the hero with Aggie. And it works, because later he marries Aggie and as her husband, gets half of the money.
And Daria knew this because she was at Killington and saw them.
So she became a threat to Simon, and he had to kill her.
Case closed.
Wait, Mr. Gillette got shot at the Palace Theater. How does that fit in? Admittedly, Simon could have hired someone, but he was already married to Aggie. It doesn't make sense.
I have an idea about that.
So do I.
So do I. He missed, right? You don't understand. The man missed entirely. He was shooting at Aggie, the bullet missed, and it hit Willie.
A genius. Why on earth was he shooting at Aggie?
Tamsin!
Tamsin?
Simon has a girlfriend.
And she's in love with her.
Just look at it from Simon's point of view. He kills Hugo and marries Aggie to get the money, but he's not in love with Aggie. He's in love with Tamsin. Solution?
Kill Aggie!
Hello, my dear.
Martha, have you seen Simon anywhere?
Well, yes, I have actually. I was in the kitchen and I saw him outside walking to the boathouse. In this weather, that's ridiculous.
A getaway? Possibly.
Wait a second. Was Aggie with him?
I can see very well, but I think she might have been.
Oh, God.
In danger, I wasn't thinking. You go out the French doors and surround me.
Hello? Where is everybody? William? You startled me.
Sorry.
Where have you been? What's the matter with you?
Nothing.
Do you want to call Tamsin back? Is that it?
You know that's not true.
Do I? You sounded pretty friendly on the phone just then.
I didn't mean to.
I'm sorry, I just get so jealous sometimes. I was looking for you everywhere and I couldn't find you.
I went outside to go do something. What a weekend. Can I give you a drink?
I'd love one. We had the perfect plan, didn't we?
We did.
I marry Hugo, I get the money. We kill Hugo, we get married.
And then Daria had to come along and stick her nose in it. Out of the blue.
She was on you like a shot.
I always hated her. Do you know she tried to blackmail me? Me.
Is that why you killed her?
No. I didn't kill her. It wasn't me.
Oh, really? And yet, on the other hand, you tried to kill me, didn't you? You hired that man to shoot at me in the theater, didn't you?
No,
didn't you? And you're about to try it again, weren't you? I can please what? Leave you and Tamsin to enjoy my money?
No,
Lie or didn't? You're still in love with her. Admit it or I'll kill you!
I'll try the house. Aggie?
It was Simon. All along, he's still in love with Tamsin. That's what he said. Oh, William, I love you so much. We can find our love again, I promise.
That's wonderful, darling, but may I tell you something? I didn't put it together until I was outside. You married Simon because you had to, and he helped you kill Hugo because that was the way to get the money.
Get back! No, you don't! Aggie, go without me!
Aggie, why?
Why? How's $50 million? Why? Who's getting to treat perfectly, act perfectly, and get dressed perfectly? Except Simon had to go and ruin it. The
What
lying,
happened?
womanizing little cheat!
What happened? Uh-oh.
Mr. Bright, you are under arrest for the attempted murder of Miss Agatha Wheeler, the murder of her husband Hugo, and the murder of Miss Daria Chase. If you'd like to...
I had nothing to do with Daria. She did.
Liar! Why would I kill Daria? It was your alibi that was busted!
You lying little schemer.
It was your
I had nothing to do with Daria.
Will you both please be quiet? You are both under arrest. And I believe I see my men come up the drive. Now move along!
Idiot.
Wait a minute. I have a question. If Aggie and Simon didn't kill Daria, then who did? Mother?
I'm sorry, dear, but I just had to do it. She would have ruined you. There. Now everything's
perfect again, and we can all go to bed.
Claire, now tell me, is it true?
What?
Is it true that you're pregnant?
That's usually how you get to be a parent.
I'm sorry?
Yes. I'm pregnant. I was going to tell you this evening, that's why I didn't want him here.
Well, it's his grandchild, too.
Fine.
How long?
3 months.
3 months?
3.5.
Well, Claire, why didn't you tell me before?
You're not supposed to tell anyone until 3 months.
Oh, for God's sakes.
What?
You could have told me if you wanted to, Claire. It's not a law.
Well, there you go.
So you'd rather do it like this, then?
It's my life.
No, Claire. It's not just your life anymore. Okay? You're a part of a family. Don't try to make me feel bad.
I'm not trying to do anything. I mean, I'm happy.
Yeah, and you sure look like it. This is just how I dreamed it would happen.
I haven't done this to annoy you.
To annoy me? Claire, I'm not annoyed. I'm just...
This is mine, okay? It doesn't matter. I'm telling you now, okay? Mark and I are having a baby. Maybe you could be pleased for us.
Pleased for you? What is that supposed to mean, pleased for you? Yes, maybe if you treated me like you actually cared what I thought, I would be pleased for you, but obviously you don't, so it doesn't even matter.
Just for once, let me be happy. Please.
Just for once? Just for once. You know what? No. Good luck, Mother Claire. You're going to need it. Children can be horribly ungrateful.
Ungrateful? Don't you dare!
Excuse me.
Don't call me ungrateful. You're lucky to have had me.
Am I, Claire? Am I? I have been so lucky, so blessed. A son with the mental age of 10 months and a daughter with the emotional one of a 9-year-old.
That's not
I've been so lucky, and you wonder why I always have shout so loudly, Claire. Because otherwise no one would ever listen to me.
We're all aware. Some of us have been here too.
No, obviously not. Because otherwise you wouldn't have gone and done it.
Fine, it was awful, it was devastating. What do you want me to say?
Thank you. Thank you, Mom, for coming into the bathroom and crying with me. Thank you for not putting a pillow over his head. Thank you for making sure I was okay.
I've not said it hasn't been difficult. I've not said you haven't done everything you could for me and for Andy. Don't go to assist out of proportions.
Out of proportions, Claire, you're...
I didn't tell you because I was scared. The world scared me, okay? Because of what's happened. And I didn't know what to do about that. It's not enough.
Think we'll get this dumb gumshoe. You come from my inkwell. Is your mouth only with 1 foot in there? Stoned your brain only holds thoughts I put in there. Just what you are, I'll spell out. You are a novel pain. 1 speck of wind that fell out the last time that I picked my brain. You are so jealous of my track record, so start to tell us your feeble and record. Your knees grant you soft and unstable, 1 small crack and you whole life of your day for you.
wasn't that are bored. Go home and soak your treasure. Your pen is no match for my sword. You're nothing without me. No one will go undefined. You wouldn't exist. You'd never be missed. I tell you, you're out of my mind. Show up, blow hard. You're equal parts hot air and gold. And no one would doubt me. Without me, you're nothing at all. You're in my plot, I'm still your creator. I call each shot, I'm your private dictator. You are so thick, you eat, breathe, sleep fiction. I'm your meal ticket, knee deep in cheap fiction. Gloating ignoramus, you haven't any shame. Hey, I'm a famous famous, and most people don't know your name. You're nothing without me. Without me, you just disappear. Right into thin air, and no one would care or notice you ever were here. A puppet, an upstart, loser who's destined to fall. I'm everything you always wanted to be. Let's deal with the issue you wish you were me. You're nothing without me, you're nothing at all.
When I was 5, I fell in love. It didn't last. He ran from me, literally ran from me. And being Kenyan, he ran fast. When I was 10, in love again, this Peace Corps guy. I waited hours inside his tent with flowers, which made him laugh, which made me cry. By 13, I gave him trying. I decided I would be a mathematician, 'cause math is real. I memorized a lot of pi because additions and subtractions and divisions would never make me feel so stupid with love. Like I didn't get it. I didn't get it somehow. Smart with math, but stupid with love. I didn't get it. I didn't get it till now. So thank you, math, for being there to bring me joy. And thank you, math, 'cause now you brought me this cute boy. He's like someone from TV. He's like that guy who gives out roses to those women. His clothes, his grooming, and he's a foot away from me with swoopy hair and shiny eyes that I could swim in. And he's living in the room, and I'm stupid with love. I wanna get it. I wanna get it, but how? Smart with math, but stupid with love. I wanna get it. I didn't get it till now. I'm astounded and nonplussed. I am filled with calculus. Does Sky work out? He must have sweaty at the gym. Could that image be more hot? Let me just enjoy that thought. School's rough, but now it's not. 'Cause now there's him. It's all so simple, stupid with love. But I can get it. Watch this girl self-educate. I learned math so I can learn
'Tis I, the Black Stash, and today I'm here to perform a little ditty for you. This is all you're doing, you loathsome Pan. You single-handedly rendered me single-handed. So what, I may never be a concert violinist or a reliable juggler, but I can still win Wimbledon, and I can still defeat you. You've made your bed, Pan! Adieu, Pan, but believe this, wherever you go, and whenever you least expect it, there I'll be, the stash right under your nose. Clap if you believe! Thank you. I can hear you applauding from behind your webcams. I'll see you at all call, darlings.